Hi everyone, and welcome back to another healthy keto eating show. Brand new recipe, reading some scripture, and story time. So you better come on back. Welcome back, everyone. Great to see you and great to be back in doing another healthy keto eating show with another new recipe. I do realize I didn't get the recipe up for this one on Thursday for you, so I'm going to stick it in this slideshow for you so you know how to make it. Super easy, but I got another new one here, but I got a double whammy for you. So I'm excited about that. There's stuffed pork chop stuffed bacon and pork chops. Oh my gosh, super excited. It's stuffed with cream cheese and spinach. Got the bacon wrapped around it. I'm going to show you the picture up close. Look at these. Yum. You got thin cut pork chops, 2 slices of bacon wrapped around it, an ounce of cream cheese, and spinach, and then, of course, seasonings. And I did a spicy seasoning on them, and a couple other things you'll see in the slideshow how to make them, but so easy. Then I baked them in the oven. And then the side here, I've got cauliflower rice, but I made it a spicy cauliflower rice right at home, so I know for sure that I'm not getting any maltodextrin or any bad seasonings. I got some people outside here, some little kids running around. But knowing that what you have at home, what you're eating, you know exactly what you're putting in it. So this is a spicy cauliflower rice on the side, and I am excited about this. So you get a double whammy here, 2 recipes in one. So if you didn't want that, you could do that in a different side dish because it's a side dish, or you could do this and that, or you could do this with a different side, however you want. Or you can make this exact meal here. Yum, yum. I do OMAD. I've been doing keto for over 4 years. This November, if you're new to my channel, will be 5 years I've been ketogenic. I lost over 150 plus pounds in the first 15 months. That's right, 150 in the first 15 months. And then a few months later, I had lost more. I'm over 170 plus pound loss, and I've been maintaining that out for 3 years and doing great. So I'm your gal if you need help. I link my email down below if you need help. Right there is the red subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of all of my new uploads. You don't want to miss out on all of this. I have a multi-channel. I do nails and fashion and keto meals and treats and all that for you guys. So definitely, hit that bell so you're notified. Share my channel around so I can grow bigger and help many, many people get their life back. I've helped over 3,000 people because I was guided by a keto doctor, a keto heart doctor, 2 keto nutritionists, my brother who teaches this as a job, and all the studying I've done myself. So when I bring it to you, I'm bringing it with real, true facts. These were doctors that went to school for this, and that's why I had pure success. So if you need extra help, I'd love to help you. Just go down into my email, send me an email, and I'll set you up on a macro plan. I just need to ask you a few personal questions, and then we'll get you set up, and I'll get you a little breakdown. Lay down, honey. I'll get you a little breakdown on the ketogenic. My dog here is trying to get close to me, but the Bible and everything's in the way. But anyways, so yeah, I love this way of eating. I feel great since February, the end of February of this year, 2020, when this pandemic hit, which is first part of March, right around the end of February to March, which we all know it was last year. But I decided to do 1 meal a day. I've done it many times. I've done fasting throughout my whole journey. The lowest I ever did was 16 hours. But I do, I've done 20-hour fasting. I've done 24-hour fasting. I've done 40-hour fasting. I'm very big on fasting. And if you've seen my video yesterday, my swimsuit video, I did show you the skin I have left. And it's barely nothing with barely any exercise. I'm not proud of that. I just couldn't exercise through my journey because I had a bad back from a car accident. I do now do some resistance and some exercise, but I don't do enough. And I'm going to do more this year, though, because next year I want to show you a comparison of what you saw in yesterday's video to what a year can make a difference of fasting and adding in resistant. I know I can tone all that up. So I hope you got a chance to see that. If you didn't, definitely check that out. It's my, my bikini beach look. And I do go into detail and show you guys. It's a little bit of a longer video, but I do go in and show you guys my loose skin that I do have left over, which is not a lot for a woman almost 45. I'll be 45 in December. And I went into this at the age of 40. It was right before my 40th birthday when I went into this. And yeah, I've had pure success, and I've proven that by lowering out the fat in the beginning, because the ketogenic was designed 3 ways for losing, gaining, and maintaining. If you're in the losing mode, you're going to lower the fat and use your body fat mostly as your high fat source. You will not get hurt. It will not hurt your organs. I was taught that professionally. In fact, your organs will get hurt if you're eating too high a fat with fat on your body. It doesn't, it makes sense. A child would understand that. I was taught that professionally. Go in and watch other videos that teach that. I'm on a channel right now on Facebook that's got over 1 million people in there that understand that they lower the fat. Nobody's having problems with their organs. So don't worry about that. But you want to lower out the fat instead of eating the 70 to 75% they recommend, which is 110 to around 150 grams of fat a day. You're going to eat 70 to 90 grams, depending on how heavy you are. If you're super heavy, you could do around 90, and as you go down, then go lower and lower. I went as low as 50 at one point to lose the last 10 pounds that I wanted to lose, and doctor was working with me, said it was fine. It took me a few weeks, and then I slowly increased my calories. So I eat myself in a day around 15 to 1800 calories in maintenance, and I do that now all in one meal. That's how I do it now, because I'm trying to be at my most optimal health. So 6 days a week I do OMAD, 1 meal a day, and then 1 day a week I splurge a little bit. It's my outfit day, and I just have fun with my husband, and we, get a bite to eat out and everything. So I break that fast a little sooner and then go right back 6 days again. Then I eat like 2 meals and a little snack. So, but other than that, I do it all in one meal, and I've been doing it since February. I know a guy on a channel I watch. He's just one of many, but he is a nurse and actually a doctor. Sorry, he's a doctor, and he's eaten 1 meal a day for 8 years, and no organs are failing on him. So it is safe to do 1 meal a day. And, not the organ part, I'm sorry. He's doing really well with that. A lot of people, get a little bit scared about doing 1 meal, but also he did lower the fat to lose his weight in the beginning, and he had no organ problems. So don't worry about that, you guys. When I tell you that in the beginning you want to lower the fat out so you lose the weight quicker, use your body fat. You're still going to eat fat. It's keto. No way of avoiding some fats. You're going to eat some. Just eat lower lean meats. Don't use oils and butters and stuff like that. Don't eat nuts that are super high in fat. Try to lower things out. Just make it simple. Keep it simple in the beginning. Get the weight off quickly like I did, and then get yourself into maintenance and enjoy all the healthy fats. So then when you get to maintenance, like I said, all the good healthy fats, then you'll be doing the 70 to 75% they recommend in keto. And if you're trying to gain, you're going to do even more. You'll do around 150 to 200 grams a day. I know some people that have done that to gain weight. So it was designed 3 different ways, not for everybody to be the same macro. Now the macro for your protein is always half your current body weight. Make sure that's the most important macro on this. That's what makes up your calories, is your protein, your carb, and your fat. That makes up your calories. You need your protein. That's the most important. You don't want to lose hair, brittle nails, bad skin. You don't want any of that to happen. So keep your protein half your current body weight. Because I'm so slim, I'm at 128. When I first started the diet, I was at 298. And I weigh 128 to 130. And that's where I sit for the last 3.5 years. So, or over 3 years. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I eat 15 to 1800 calories. The doctor said that's perfect for a 5'2.5" to 5'3" woman at my age. That's perfect. So yeah. Been doing great with that and have no problems with it. I did slowly increase the food as I went along. Like every few days, I'd go up by 50 calories once, because I was only doing about 1,000 calories at the end to lose the weight, the last 10 pounds. So, but when I first started, I was doing about 1,800 when I first started to lose weight. And then I would go down, eventually as things were slowing down, I would go down in calories. And I got to a point where I was doing 1,000 a day for, I don't know, that was only about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. And then I slowly increased food in this, so I do it now. And then I decided when this pandemic hit, I was doing 16 to 20 hour fasting. Then I started doing alternate day fasting. And then I, after that went back to the 20-hour fasting. And then I decided to do OMAD since this pandemic hit. I want to be my most optimal health. And I feel wonderful. So you need help. I'm your gal. I can help you. I've helped over 3,000 people get their life back and do it the correct way. And they don't have a lot of loose skin. They're feeling great. They love the way they eat. They feel wonderful. And lowering the fat out did not hurt their organs. It won't hurt your organs. I had bad kidneys. I had a bad heart. I cured, and not from, doing this. I had a bad heart way back in 98. I developed that having my child, if you're new to my channel. Anybody that's not new understands that. They know I have cardiomyopathy. But I improved it. I couldn't for 16 years. I could only get it up. It was at 8% in the beginning. I had the heart of an 83-year-old. With medication, it improved to about 25%. Doing keto 16 years later, I was on 22 medications for all kinds of stuff. For IBS, PCOS, HPV, PCOS, lung problems. I had asthma. I had GERD. I had high blood pressure, high triglycerides, high cholesterol. I was pre-diabetic. I had problems with vertigo. I still deal with a little bit, but that's getting better. And had severe anxiety disorder. I cured that. Just so many things in my life that have gotten better doing this. And I was on 22 meds. I'm down to 2, and they're so low dose that from what they were, they're really, really low. But it just helps a little bit. And the heart's at almost 50%. That's pretty normal for a normal person. I have that little bit of pooling. Size of the heart's back to normal. Everything's back to normal, but there's a little pooling there. Little bit of, not the same function as a person with a normal heart, but they said, wow, whatever you did, keep doing it. So I actually improved my heart, and I had kidney failure. Kidneys that were bad kept going bad on me, and I improved those two. My kidney function is perfect for the last, 4.5 years. It's been perfect since I started this. So yeah, if you need help, I'm your gal right here. I'd love to help you. If you're working with somebody else, that's great, but I will definitely get you steered right. I've helped, like I said, over 3,000, and every one of them have had pure success. Nobody's sick, nobody's having any organ problems, nothing. And they're following it the way I was taught professionally by doctors. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, but I was taught by professionals. So go where the proof, where they can prove things. Proof is in the pudding. So go where they can show results, real results. If you saw my video yesterday, the outfit video, you'll see even from like a year and a half ago or a little over a year ago, you could see the difference in my skin just from fasting and everything. So it's proof that it all works, and lowering out the fat and everything, how it works, it really does. So, all right, let's talk about the one meal real quick, and then we'll go into our reading. The full carb count here for these 2 pork chops with the bacon, the cream cheese, the little bit of spinach, and the cauliflower rice was half a bag. I have 4 net carbs here, 4 net carbs. The pork chops I did will serve 4 people, and I'll explain that in the slideshow. But the cauliflower rice, you could break that up into 4 servings too. I just did it into 2 since I do 1 meal. So me and my husband, and then there's pork chops left over for tomorrow. So if you hear any noise, it's just a couple kids outside here walking around. So, but anyway, 4 net carbs for this. And then on top of that, I'm having a tea, a decaffeinated Earl Grey tea. I just drink decaffeinated because I always have done decaf since my heart condition. So it's been 20 some years, so now I'm not going to worry about adding in caffeine. I went that long without it, and I have so much energy doing keto, I don't need it. And then I do have a tablespoon of MCT oil for more fat. There is butter in here for more fat, a tablespoon of butter, and split between me and my husband. It was 2 tablespoons, we each have a tablespoon. And then a yogurt, 2 good yogurt, a coconut one with a serving of pecans and some raspberries, and then a little bit of whipped cream here, but plenty of fat here, plenty of calories here. So, what was I going to say about this? So the total carb count then would be 4, nothing there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 carbs. 10 carbs in this sitting, and you can do 0. You don't have to do any carbs on keto. Your body does not, on anything, you don't have to eat carbs when you're doing keto. You can do carnivore, that's just eating meat, eggs, cheese, stuff like that. You can just do carnivore. You don't even need a carb. Our body doesn't need it, but if you do, keep it at 20. It's 20 or less. That's important. Don't go over, because you get into a state of ketosis. That's just a big word for fat burning mode. Your body's always burning fat for fuel. So even when you're skinny, it's still burning that fat for fuel, and that's why you have so much energy. So, but anyway, so that macro you don't have to worry about, and the fat macro, you can definitely go lower with that while losing weight. But once you get to your weight goal, you definitely want to try to keep it around the 70%, just so you're getting enough fat in your diet. And then the protein is half your current body weight. So of course, me being so small, I only have to do like 65 to 70 grams. And I'm sure I got plenty here with the 2 pork chops, the 4 slices of bacon, the yogurt, I think it's got 13 grams of protein, so I got plenty here. Yeah. So, but anyways, so that's what I got here, 10 net carbs. And before we go to eat, and I'm starving, I can't wait to eat, we're going to read our words of Jesus for women. And we are on, let's see here. My thing keeps getting moved around. The last one we did was August 19th when I did it for my outfit video. So we're on Be Honest. Mark 12, 38 through 39. Watch out for the teachers of the law. They like to walk around in flowing robes and be greeted with respect in the marketplace, and have the most important seats in the significance and the places of honor at banquets. And then it says, it's a shame that Jesus had to warn people about the teachers of the law. They should have been the best at obeying God's law. They certainly knew the law well enough. They were the religious experts of their time, so they should be the ones whom people should respect and obey. But Jesus questioned their motives because they wanted people to notice them. They felt that they were more important than the other people. Jesus sees a person's heart, so he knows why you do what you do. Be sure your motivations are pure and honest as you serve Jesus. Like I said, Jesus knows everything. God knows everything. Can't hide from God. Can't hide anything from God. Be honest. Be, sincere. And don't try to overpower Jesus. Don't try to be like when I come in here, I don't think that my crap don't stink and that I know everything because I walk with Jesus and everything and I'm king. You know, here I am, I'm king. He's King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and nobody will ever be above him, ever. And make sure you know that. Make sure that you know that you are, you know, Jesus is worthy. You are not. You are a sinful person. You sin every day. We fall short of the glory of God every day. Know that, and know that that's why he died on the cross, for us to be forgiven and trust him and seek him. At the bottom, it says, time for a checkup. What are your motivations? Do you want people to notice what you do? Do you seek power and authority? Make sure your motives are purely to serve Jesus and others. Nothing more than and nothing less. And that's true. That's all I want. I just want people to know that I serve Jesus. I want them to know that I'm real and true and not fake. I am not a fake prophet. I definitely serve the Lord. I love the Lord, and I want to do what, you know, it says right there at that very end, what it said. Time for a checkup, you know, and then it says, do you seek power and authority? Make sure your motives are purely to serve Jesus and others. And that's what you want to do. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with this beautiful book right here, the most precious book you'll ever read. It'll teach you everything you need to know about life. It's Life's Manual, the Holy Bible. This is how you live, right here. Read it, study it, seek him out. Spend quality time alone with him. Get on your knees and pray. Pray for all God's people. Pray for our land to be cleaned up. Just keep praying and seeking him. The closer you draw to him, the closer he draws to you. That's a Bible verse. It's in there. And also 365 times Jesus says in here, fear not, for I am with you. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. And he won't. So seek him out, ask for prayers, you know. They say, ask and you shall receive. So, and maybe we don't receive it in ways that we think, but we are receiving what we're asking for. So please open up this book. Don't let it collect dust. Read it. You'll love it. I went many years without reading it. I was a Christian, but went many years just listening to other people read it. Open it yourself and read it. You get something out of it. Everybody will get something different, but it teaches you how to live. And then you get a kingdom, you know, because you will believe in Jesus. You will believe he walked this earth. He died on the cross for us, for our sins, and you have eternal life. Jesus right now is preparing a kingdom for us, a kingdom with streets of gold. So serve him, make him the most important in your life. Make sure you do, guys. It's the most important thing to do. And then your life will be a lot better. Sure, we're not going to live perfect lives. It's still going to be a hard, rocky road. Jesus never said it would be perfect if we served him, but you'd be a much happier person, though. I can guarantee that I'm a much happier person. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed those verses. And definitely shoot me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that and enjoyed this here. I think I did forget that. So make sure you shoot me a thumbs up. Love those thumbs up, and send me some messages. I don't always get back to them immediately, but I do get back to your messages. So don't worry. I just wait about a week and then I answer them back because, you know, I got a lot going on. I'm making 7 videos a week most of the time. Sometimes I miss, but I got a family and my husband, my family, things going on. So I get busy, but I will get back to you. And if you have an important question, I do look at them real quick. I skim over them. I will answer you immediately. So, alrighty. Let's see, what am I going to talk about today? My story time. I'm going to try a bite of this first. I think I'm going to do that one, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and cut into this. Oh, this bacon looks so good. I did, I tell you in the slideshow, I did stick it under the broiler. It took their thin cut pork chops, so I cooked it for 45 minutes with the bacon and all that, and then at the very end, I stuck it under the broiler for 2 minutes on high, so the bacon would get crispy. So I'm going to get up here and just show you. You got the cream cheese, the spinach in there, your bacon on the outside, and your pork chop, and nice and crunchy and crispy. Doesn't that look beautiful, you guys? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to taste it. And all those seasonings on it. Yum. And it's, you know, brown or, nice and crispy. I love crispy bacon. Oh my God, it's good. Oh, what a burst of flavor. I mean, come on, a pork chop and bacon, both pork together? You can't get any better than that. You're doubling up on the pork. And who doesn't love bacon? Oh, bacon and butter, those are the two best things. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you this again, you guys. Look at this. Look at the cream cheese oozing out and the bacon. Yum. It's almost like a cordon bleu. Yum. Oh my God. Seriously, I think this is one of the best meals I've ever made. Wow. I'm not a big, this is good too. Really spicy. Yum. I'm not a big pork chop person. I've made different dishes with pork chop, but it's not my favorite thing. But right now, it's my favorite thing. It tastes so good with the bacon. Pork and pork, come on. This cauliflower rice. Nice and spicy. You see, I did put butter on it, and then I put down by the, I hope I'm going to say it right, down by the bayou. Yeah, down by the bayou seasoning I got from Jennifer. Gosh, I'm going to say her name wrong. Karen's. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to get that wrong. Krenzwinski? Yeah, I think that's how it is. But anyway, she gave me that down by the Bayou seasoning. So I have that on it. Now, if you don't have that, use cayenne pepper and red crushed pepper. Oh my God, this is good, you guys. And you definitely need to stick, if you don't mind your bacon a little bit more rubbery, then you don't have to stick it under the broiler because it still did cook good. But doing it that way definitely made it more crispy. Yum. Oh my God, it's good. Didn't mean to open my mouth so wide while I was taking that bite. Then I got my decaf tea here with my MCT oil and sugar-free creamer, hazelnut. All right, story time. This food is so good. I also got water here too. Always good to get your water in. I've had like 4 of these already today. So, all right, I'm going to tell you a funny story about a meal I had made. And I was famous for this. This was before keto. I was famous for my, people make meatloaf. So I was famous for my turkey loaf. I did it with ground turkey. And I used a package of stovetop stuffing and then a few other things. My secret recipe. But it was delicious. And my brother had never tried it. My brother Robbie had never tried it. He's the one that does keto too. He's the one that trains on it. He had never had my turkey loaf. I mean, when you add that box of, let's see, it was turkey. So I did the turkey stovetop stuffing in it and a few other things to pack it together. And he had never tried it. Long before keto. I've always been a good cook. My heavy fat body proved it. But anyways, I just wasn't eating right. Just have to learn how to eat. But anyways, I made this turkey loaf. I had made it before and I made it. And my brother happened to be over and I said, hey, you want to try a piece of my meatloaf? He's like, yeah. He's like, oh my God, you keep talking about it. I definitely want to try that. So earlier that day when I was making it, you got to mix it all together and everything, get it mixed together like you do meatloaf and stuff like that and get it in your pan, a little bit of water in it and cook it and stuff. And he was pretty excited to try it. And so I cut him a piece and we're eating it. And, or he tried it, whatever. He's like, oh my gosh, this is so good. We're talking away. He's enjoying a few slices of it. All of a sudden he said, what's this red thing in here? Because I had nothing in the red. I'm like, red? He's like, yeah. So I go up close to it and I start laughing. And I can't stop laughing. I couldn't get it out. And I was laughing. He's like, what? I think I almost peed my pants. I think I did. I was laughing so hard. First time I ever let my brother try my meatloaf. There had to be something weird in it. And wait to hear what was in it. I was laughing so hard. Makes my nose run when I eat things hot. But I was laughing. And I looked down at my finger. And I noticed I'm missing a fingernail. You guys know I wear acrylic nails. And I'm missing a nail. These were old nails and needed a fill and all that. And they just, when I was mixing the stuff, a nail got into it. So weird that everybody ate. First time he tries my meatloaf, it has a fingernail in it. Okay, I know it's just a fake nail, but that still is disgusting. When I finally got it out and told him what it was, he's like, oh, gross. He was so turned off. Never, ever again did he ever eat my meatloaf again, even though he loved it. That's all he could think of in his head was this fingernail in his food. Now, it's a fake nail, but you think of a finger cut off or something, or a nail, it's gross. I don't care what anybody says, that's gross. I would be gross on it's my own nail. But Yeah, he never ever wanted to ever have it from me again. He's like, no way. He was like, because that's all I think about. All the other things that you make, but I can't. That is the most disgusting thing in the world. So we have that. And then another story, my mom is a excellent chili cooker. She makes really good chili. Of course, we can't have her chili doing keto. But my mom won a contest. My mom was famous for this chili. And we went to a contest. There was 100 people. My mom took first place. First place out of 100 people. A couple years later, she went to another one that had 4,000 people. And my mom took third or fourth place. There was 5 places. And she took third or fourth out of 4,000 people. My mom had a great chili. When you win both times or whatever, especially with that many people. But my mom was making chili for us one time, you know, way before keto again. She was so worried because after she got done, she had cut herself that day sometime. She had a Band-Aid on. Well, she realized her Band-Aid was missing. And she thought, oh my God, where is it? I think it's in the chili. She goes, oh my God, I've been, you know, mixing things all day. Maybe it fell off into the chili. She was petrified because I think we were having company over and she was just petrified somebody's going to get a Band-Aid in it. And my mom was crying. She's like, I can't start over. I have nothing else to make it. And we had company coming over and my mom just didn't know what she was going to do. And my dad said, don't worry about it. Just skim through it. Keep looking. You'll find it. She couldn't find it. She's like, I can't serve this. You know, hon, she used to say, I can't serve this. I mean, come on. Somebody's going to get a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid. Gross. She cut herself. It had blood on it. That's just disgusting. We all knew. So we're like, oh, gross, we're not eating your chili. Yuck. And she was crying. She was devastated. I mean, when you get this all made and you've been cooking it all day, she would cook her chili starting the night before. So it was really good chili. And she couldn't find it. She couldn't find it. She was so scared, and she was trying to think of something to throw together with, because with this company coming, she didn't want to cancel company. They were all excited about her chili too. So she thought, oh my gosh, I'll just have to make something else just to explain what happened. And lo and behold, we found the Band-Aid. It was on the floor underneath a cupboard. We found it. So she was so happy because we knew it wasn't in the chili then, thank God, but we thought it was going to be in there. So before everybody got there, she was happy then because we knew we found the Band-Aid and everything was fine. But just thought those two stories were funny. And just, you know, to have a fingernail in one and thought it was a Band-Aid in another one. I know they weren't real long stories, but I just thought it was funny. I wanted to tell that story about my brother biting into the first time he ever tries my famous turkey loaf. And he gets my fingernail in it. Gross. Like I said, I would have been grossed out by that. My own fingernail. All done with that. That was absolutely delicious. Definitely make that, you guys. But yeah, that's funny. I can't believe that my fingernail was in there. And then, thank God, my mom really didn't have a Band-Aid in hers. Thank God, because nobody wanted that chili. We still were a little grossed out, even though we found it. We were just thinking of that in our head. Because, you know, you got pieces in it, and it could represent a Band-Aid. We were a little bit grossed out. So, but that's funny. The funniest one I think was a fingernail, though. I couldn't stop laughing when I did that. You know, when my brother bit into it, he's like, what's this red thing? And I'm like, red thing? Because I don't put anything in it red, no cayenne pepper, nothing that'll be red. And it was so big. And I'm looking, and when I realized what it was, and I looked down and see my finger without him noticing that, I busted up laughing. I mean, 5 of us had dinner that night, and he was the only one that got the fingernail. And all the other people have already had my meatloaf. He hadn't. So they, you know, wouldn't have been gross, so they would have, you know, well, maybe they would have. But he never wanted my meatloaf again after that. He's like, no way. Because that's all I think about. It's so gross. I couldn't stop laughing, though. I definitely was getting ready to pee my pants. I think I did. Because I was laughing so hard, I couldn't stop laughing. He's like, why are you laughing? What? What is it? And he's trying to break it apart to see what it is. He's like, gross, what is it? And finally I got it out and he's like, oh my God, gross. He's like, oh, you're disgusting. When I mix things now, this was, I think, a glued-on set that came off easy. I do acrylic now. I think it was a glued-on set that I just glued on and then painted them red. But I wear gloves now when I mix some things. Most of the time I wear gloves or I use a spoon or something or whatever, so it doesn't do that. But, I mean, acrylic stays on a lot better. These are just glued-on ones when I was younger. But, yeah, I'll wear gloves. If I'm really getting into mixing, I'll wear gloves. So that doesn't happen again. This is so good with the pecans and the raspberries over coconut. This one is the coconut flavor one. Yum. So good. So, how are all of you guys doing? Are you staying healthy, safe, and happy, and seeking Jesus? I hope so. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like I said, I was very shy to put that up because I do have some loose skin. It's not a perfect body. I'm almost 45, but I'm pretty proud of the little bit I do have from losing that much weight. And that's what I'm trying to explain. Because I lost so much, there should be a lot more. But because I incorporated fasting since the very beginning, and the fact that I lowered out the fat in the beginning, didn't eat a lot of high processed foods. I ate, I eat a lot of wholesome foods at home. I cook at home. I don't eat out a lot. I eat a lot of good things, healthy things, heart healthy fats, which is avocado, MCT oil, coconut oil, olive oil, nuts that are heart healthy, eggs, real butter, things that are healthy for you. That's how I eat. And that's how I've always ate. Nice, healthy meats, omega fish and all that. I've showed you guys fish meals, codfish and all that. I've showed you guys meals, shrimp. So like I eat wholesome, good meals, Good, wholesome, healthy meals from home for keto. Because keto, a lot of people do lazy or dirty, which means that they're eating a lot of processed, high fat, gross stuff. That's not keto. Sure, you can lose weight. You can cut out pop and lose weight if you're very obese. But you'll never get all your weight off and you're going to have a lot of loose skin and it's going to not retract back. Because I fasted through the whole thing, that's why. But you've seen the picture. If you watched it, you've seen a picture at one moment like a year and a half ago that I had even more. So as time went on, it did tighten up even more from all the fasting I've done. And I mean, doing it since February, 1 meal a day, it definitely helps. And I have done a little bit of resistant, like I said, but not a lot. I've only had that thing for about 2.5 weeks. And I do it every other day. At first I couldn't do a lot. And then I did every other day. But that's all. So in less than 2 weeks, that would not have toned me that fast from that stomach to that stomach. So it's all, the fasting. I'm very dedicated on that. And I stand by that because I have proof. I have pictures to prove it. And I put my hand on a Bible and told you guys on the Bible, I swear on the Bible, that I don't do a lot of working out. I don't. I haven't through the journey. Am I proud of that? No. Should I be? Yes. Much more healthier for you. It's good for your heart and all of that. You need more cardio and resistant and all that. I'm working on getting better with that. But I'm proving that, I'm doing a lot for my body. So I need to be proud for the accomplishments I have made. That'll be the next one because I want you guys to see a year difference again. I'm going to show you exactly in a year. I'm going to show you that picture of me in that bathing suit that I wore yesterday that you guys seen the video. And then I'm going to have a different one on or maybe even the same one and just show you guys how everything would have tightened up for a year because I am going to add in resistant and more exercise now. Because when I seen that, I thought, oh my gosh, if I'm incorporating that and just from fasting, I can retract the skin. Can you imagine if I add resistant and do some cardio? Yeah, we're going to tone that butt even more. We're going to get rid of that loose skin. I'm going to prove you can do it without surgery. I always probably have a little bit, but I'm going to prove that you can do it. But always remember to eat healthy. Don't do dirty keto. Don't go into this assuming this is a diet. It's a way of life. And go into it with the heart saying, I want to eat healthy. Done with my yogurt. Just go into it saying, I need to eat healthy. That's what I want. I want a healthy eat. I'm going to do the healthy keto. Tell yourself how many years you wasted eating horrible foods. It's time to eat healthy. So, take a little drink of this. All right. Well, that's the end of this healthy keto eating show. I will stick the slideshow in this one because it wasn't in Thursday's video, so I'll stick it in this one so you guys learn how to make it. Super easy, super easy, but I'll tell you exactly how to do it. And again, I hope all of you guys are staying healthy, safe, and happy, leaning on Jesus. I will continue to pray for all of you guys. I do pray for you every day, and I can put my hand on the Bible for that too. I do pray for all of you guys on the Bible. I swear on the Bible, I pray for all of you. Please continue to pray for me. I'm not one that says I'll pray for you and I don't pray for a person. I do. I mean, I even have a prayer list here for my church. We have a prayer list. I pray for all these people on this list every day too, and I can swear that on Jesus too, on the Bible. I pray for all those people, so I do pray for you guys, and I will continue to. And even my enemies, and I could put that in my hand on the Bible too. I swear on my enemies, I pray for them too, for them to have the best life and to have no harm come upon them. So I do that too. And I will continue to pray for all of you. If I know you by name, I name your name. If I don't, I just then say all the people who watch me and all the people I watch. If you could continue to keep me in your prayers, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's keep this world as happy as we can with the pandemic we're going through. It doesn't have to be a time of fear. Sorry, my nose is running a little bit. Doesn't have to be a time of fear, everybody. It does not. Fear not, for God is with us. He'll never leave us nor forsake us. I love you all very much. God bless. Take care, and I'll see each and every one of you in my very next